Hello, hello. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creation. And I'm done with my sewing for today. And I'm not going to share any of it with you guys until Friday. I'm being a stinker. But I want to do hashtag Friday sews. And since all of my completions are sewing related, I'll save those till Friday. And I have just two left from this week's 8 projects. So that is awesome sauce to me. um, so when folks get in here a little bit later, I'll get you guys to pick which project I do next, and then I'll know what to do after that. The corduroy bear that I was working on this morning now has a name. His name is Milton. Janet Nash had come on and left me a comment that I could name him Millennial or Millennium. And I was like, how about just Milton Bear? So his name is Milton. Let's see if I can say hello over here. Make sure my chat is working. It looks like it is. All right. So welcome, everybody. I've pulled out some simple flowers because I saw, now I can't remember whose channel it was. Who had the flowers with the little quote messages that was putting them on strips of paper yesterday? Does anybody know? Hi, Ann. Hi, Carol. But I thought, I have painty paper. I have some simple flower stamps. I can make my own ephemera out of the scraps of painty paper. So I got 2 simple flowers out to make some of those flowers up just to have on hand. But then I got to thinking, how could I do something else? And I have all of these papers, like they're pre-cut, and I've got them in this bin. And I originally did this for card making. So I'd have all these pre-made mats. But then I got to thinking, I have this love affair with rubber stamps with messages. I could stamp the messages onto those scraps so they would be ready for either card making or to pop in journals. So we're just going to do stamping on scraps. That's today's event. It's going to be mind-blowing. But anyway, this one says, live, be bold, have fun. This one's laugh, create, smile. That one just says laugh. Believe in your dreams. Then to go with the flowers, after we do some of those, I pulled out some of these old Tim Holtz. If you want just a single word to put on a flower to have ready to go, you could just pull one of these single words off and you'd be ready to go. Like explore, happy, happiness. So we'll use some of those on the flowers. And then these will go on the scraps. I have a lot more sentiments. This one says, laughter is the best medicine. This one said, friends are those people who know the words to the song in your heart and sing it back to you when you have forgotten the words. You've got this. Dream big. We'll be friends forever. You know too much. Friendship is like a bouquet of flowers, sweet and beautiful. Creativity is contagious. Pass it on. Dreams are the touchstones of characters, and that's by Thoreau. The best things in life aren't things. A simple hugs. A simple be kind. Everybody should be kind. Life is hard. Don't need to be nasty. Follow your art. Friendship isn't a big thing. It's a million little things. Life is art. Paint your dreams. Sing your songs. Enjoy the dance. Enjoy the gifts of nature. Begin anywhere. Just begin. Stop waiting for the next whatever. Just do it. Life's most beautiful things are not seen with the eyes, but felt with the heart. Live every moment, laugh every day. And hello, sunshine. So I thought these would be fun. These are my block stamps. I have a bunch more sayings on clear stamps. These are something that I will pick up if I find them thrifting or on clearance at the different hobby stores. We'll have one less hobby store here shortly when Joann's closes. But I thought we could stamp and maybe cut some things out, and I could have a couple piles of stuff. So I'm just going to shove this over here. So I've got my little bin of little pieces that the stamps will fit on, and I've got them in all different sizes in here. They're just pre-cut mats ready to go. I do that with scrap cardstock just so I, we'll have them at the ready for projects just like this. Then in here, this is all painty papers that we've done together over time or people have sent me. So I'm going to pull out some that look like they'd make really good flower backs. So see this? This is scrapbook paper. That'll work. This is just a cool envelope that somebody sent that I pulled apart. Let's use that one. I'm just going to go through here and pull some that look like they'd make really good flowers. And these are all just the scraps, offcuts from projects. I'll keep that one. So you don't have to use your painty papers, straight up as painty papers. You can use them as an opportunity to stamp on them and use them in a different way. I'm pretty sure that was from Mary, and it looks like I have prepared it as a journal cover. So I'm just going to pull some of these out. And some of these were just papers I had off to the side that I used. Beck, someone put on YouTube that someone has brought Joann fabrics. Yeah, the liquidators bought them. They're all closing. That's who's bought them, is liquidators. My store even has the store-wide 20% off now. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they've lost their effort to save themselves this time. Because the last report on Joann's website is all 800 stores are to be sold. I mean, are to close, not sold, to be closed. And I'm getting that from the Joann's website, not just here, there, or anywhere. I go to the source. I held out hope for them, but some things just happen. That's pretty. And mine very much looks like a carcass that has been getting pulled on. It's very getting picked over. The thread display was just about totally empty. Oh, this was a part of a lesson that I did with something. Okay. I think that'll get us going as far as painted paper flowers. And I'm going to just keep this close by because I got to put all this stuff away when we're done. I have a piece of foam that I'm going to use as my stamp base. Yeah. If you want to really know what's going on, just go to joanns.com. They've been keeping everybody pretty good up to date. So we're going to stamp, and I'm just going to use black ink. This is Memento. Let's see. It's not very dark. Let's try the Stays On and see if it's a little darker. I'll still use that one. I can go over it with a marker when I get ready to use it. Beth keeps telling me to put some double-sided tape or glue that plastic in the lid. I haven't done it yet. I love the way Stays On smells. I know I'm a weirdo. Oh, that's not stamping at all. This will be bad if my ink pads have all dried up. Hang on. Let's see here. I have some refills somewhere. This is archival. All right, this one feels juicy. It's just not wanting to stamp. Actually, you should do it this way. All right, let's give it a go. I can kind of see those lines. I think this one's just got too much going on in it. I'm just going to use this stamp. And this is one I got at the thrift store. It's got a Goodwill tag on it. I know you guys can't see the lines very well, but I can see them, I think, well enough to cut them out. And something else you can do if your ink pads are all dried up like mine are, just draw some flowers and cut them out. Let me grab a marker. That stamped a little better that time. And I'll just draw a couple flowers on here. I'll just get a Sharpie. We can just draw some flowers. And they don't have to be perfect because they look cute. Train going through. Okay. I'm going to stamp one of these again. I wish they could stay open because I don't like Hobby Lobby. I'm hoping my sayings will, print off better. I can also do the bigger petals. That one's an awful flower, but hey, I drew a flower. The cats are getting hot now because the sun has gotten down on them. Let me let them back in. All right, guys. I'll prop the door. Callie, do not bring a lizard in the house. Next thing I'll know is a big old lizard will come flying across the floor trying to get away from the cat, but we'll see how long it lasts. Oh, that one turned out good. Maybe it has to do with the type of paint that's on the paper as well, because these are painty papers. We'll see. I probably won't cut all of these out with you guys. But we'll cut several out. I do like this stamp better. That other one just had too much detail. They were trying to do too much. Simple shapes are the best for this because you really want the painty paper to show through anyway, right? So like on this flower, after I cut them out, I could come back in and go over like the stamens with a gold pen or something to bring them up. So hello to everybody, Ann, Carol, and Judy. Is that all that's here today? That's fine. I was on earlier today. And I noticed that we're getting a lot of overlap on folks on Wednesdays. Because I noticed that Shannon Art Junkie's on as well. So I'm going to keep the 1:30 time on Wednesday and guaranteed 6:30 on Monday mornings early. And the rest of the time will just be impromptus when I see there's, an opening. If nobody's on and I'm bored, I'll just come on. Because if I try to schedule too many other things, I'll be stepping into somebody else's time slot, and I'd rather just not do that if I can help it. If not, there's always replays. If you miss one person, you can always catch their replay later. And I'm trying to keep my lives a little bit shorter. All right, that's a good enough for an example. I can always print on these others later, but let's or another time. I'm going to cut some of these out just so we can see what they look like. I'll set that over there because we are going to use that. Now, if I was truly fussy cutting, I would, get right on the line. And that's really what I wanted to do, but I can't do that quickly. Supposed to get up to 76 degrees today here by 4 o'clock, I think. So see, I could make a stack of those and then they'd be ready to glue in. And even these little scraps you can save for other projects. I am getting to where I'm throwing a little bit more of the small scraps away just because I have so much stuff laying about. And I do want to start doing a little bit of art every once in a while too. It's just I still don't have the green desk in here. There's a Carolina wren fussing at the cat out on the porch. Hopefully it won't fly in here, because that would be pandemonium with the cats everywhere. Hi, Vicky. You're fussy cutting too? I might go back and fussy cut these a little bit tighter. But for right now, these will work just fine. Because fussy cutting is something I can do and listen to a movie or something. So there's a couple of those. I'm going to cut one of each of these others out. And then we'll just save the others to cut out later, just so you can see the different ones. Sorry, I can't cut and talk at the same time, apparently. That's like if I go to some kind of group event locally and we're working on projects, I just get quiet over in a corner and just put my head down and keep working. And what was funny in the but the craft group I used to be part of, it kind of just fell apart. They'd say, we're just over here chit-chatting and talking, and Becky's over in the corner, and bam, she's got something made. And I was like, yeah, because I'm actually working on it, not talking. Greg and Scott are very chatty today. It's been mostly them all day. Unless that's one of y'all telling me I've fallen off the face of the earth again. I'm glad I changed that message, and I'm really glad I found where to put a do not disturb on between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. so that my phone doesn't make noise during the night, because that was getting on Scott's nerves a little bit. He said, it doesn't bother me. I just wanted to know what it was. And I'm like, you said it out loud, so I know it bothered you. Can't fool me. Okay, Judy. Goodness, she took us to the doctor's with her. Goodness gracious. I'll have to look for some more easy lined, like drawing flowers when I'm out thrifting again. I guess that's something I could do to keep the truck running. We think the starter's failing on it, but this is a 19. I think I'm right on this, but this truck is a 1995, and it doesn't even have 100,000 miles on it yet. And because it belonged to a really little old guy that he bought this fancy truck because he wanted it, and then it sat in the garage. And then my mother-in-law bought it from them for us when we were having trouble. And yeah. So we've never replaced the starter before. The battery is only 6 months old. And we did go by the parts store once we got the truck started, and they said the battery's fine. It's fine. Oh, you're working on your Artemat stuff? I still need to find the machine. They move it, and just when I find out where it is, then I never take a chance and go over to it. So I need to find out where it is. I think it's back downtown. And parking that beast of a truck downtown Columbia. It's not easy. See, this could be really pretty if I took the time to really fussy cut right along just outside the lines, because these flower petals have a lot of definition to them. So I might come back in with my small scissors and clean these up later. I mean, they don't look horrible, but I could make them better. So there, see, that's what my plan is for these painty paper pieces, is just to cut a bunch of these, and then, like, let's take this blue one, and I could take one of these Tim Holtz words. Let's see. Let's put happy on this one. This is a black one with white letters. And just put it on there like that. Happy. And now I've got an embellishment. That was easy. And I could come back in and cut closer and then maybe fill in the stamens and stuff with something to bring them out. We could do that. We could work on this one real quick. I still don't have everything set in here, but here's a white gel pen. Let's see if I can get this going. Yep. So if I come in and I just use the gel pen on those little stamen-like thingamabobs here. Scott sent me one message. What? No chicken? Because I fixed the salad up that we had last night, but I forgot to put some chicken in it because we had chicken too. So see, you can bring it up, put a little white on it and bring those up, and you could even and just bring it more to life, just adding a little bit to it. So that's what my plan is for those. So I'm going to keep going on those. I'll put these back over here and I'll cut more of these out later. But I also want to do up some of the sentiment stamps on some of my scrappy bits. So let's see. Let's do Dream Big, because I think it'll fit perfect on one of these little, like 2-inch ones. I think this is the stamp that was really good. Yep. Carol's working on some watercolor that she had started before Anne, I think. So visit your own stamp collection and just print up some of these. I'm going to have to probably go over that again. I'm sure this is the one I had earlier. Here's a pink. It's not printing out very dark, but it's printing. I think it might be time for me to beef up these cards. I mean, these ink pads. Let's do a Be Kind. This one's never been used. first one's never very good, and then it turns out fine. It does have a little red heart that you could go in with a red gel pen and put red on top of the heart once it's dried. The Be Kind ones are turning out the best. Let's see. Do I have any others that'll fit on these little guys? Let's see. I don't know if this will quite fit or not. Hi, Kathy. Kathy's going to get her top hat today. Dun, da, da, da. Live, be bold, have fun, and dream. That one's pretty good. Orange. Not one of my favorite colors. Hi, Sharon. So you can make your own little things to add to journals. If you just made a pile of this stuff up, then you could have it ready to go in a journal. So you could even take that and then one of these plain ones and just kind of put it on there like that and put it on page and then add a border or cut that out. Let's move up to a bigger size paper. These are just scraps I've saved. Let's see. This will fit on here. Life is art. Paint your dreams, sing your songs, enjoy the dance. Hi, Heather. All I can say, Heather, is you probably need to do the swatch that they tell you to do to see if you're going to be in scale. And then adjust either your hook size or buy more yarn. I'm thinking I can get 2 on this one paper of this one. And the beauty about the sayings is once you've stamped them, they're stamped. You don't really have to color them unless you want to add more. That one did better because I pressed harder. So I got 2 on that one. And I got some more here. I'll use my stamp scrubber thing. Let's do this one. Yeah, that's a thing to worry about too, is the die lots. Oh, she's got a gift card burning a hole in her pocket. Friendship is like a bouquet of flowers, sweet and beautiful. I will say I'm very thankful for our Monday, Thursday, Friday chat group. Y'all mean the world to me. I just love getting together with you guys. I was going to take a break and start getting my garden ready, but then I started sewing and but I thought if I did this, then I'd have some sentiments all stamped out, ready to go. And this is pretty thin paper here. All right, we have to use this one. It says, "We'll be friends forever. You know too much." Janice has messaged me. Or maybe they're messaging in the chat room. Maybe that's what that is about. Deb doesn't know I'm on right now, I don't think. That would be good, Heather. The fat, chunky letters, it's hard to get the ink on them built up, isn't it? Of course, this one had not been used before. All right, let's give it a go again down here. Okay. I'll look at it real quick here. No, I didn't get that very straight, but you know what? It really doesn't matter. I'm going to just save these to use in journals anyway. So this is basically what I had in mind to do today. So get your stamps out and your scraps out, and before you know it, you'll have a pile of sentiments or sayings or quotes, whatever you want to call them, and flowers or whatever. Or I've got some real simple shapes that could be easily cut out of painty paper, shapes. Like I've got the Tim Holtz Angry Birds. Those would be cute, all done out of different papers. There you go. It'll do you good to get a new project going. Vicky's been working on a Afghan that turned out too rectangular for her, so she's been putting a shell border on it. There we go. So you guys get the idea. I could stamp and stamp all day, but my hands are starting to get sore. So that's what I was going to share with you today. And I'm hoping that I'll get that big desk in here so I can get the art corner set up so I can float between doing the art and doing sewing and stuff. And I will be sharing my sewing makes on Friday. I need you guys to pick. I've got 2 projects left to do. They are numbers 12 and 19. So first one to give me one of those numbers, I'll show you what I have to do next. I'm making you guys pick so I don't have to roll the wheelie thing. 12, Carol says. I got 2 12s. And this is good because I can just keep the black thread in my sewing machine. And so the very last bag is another 2 pairs of pajamas. So I might get all of this done before Friday, which would be amazing because then we can find out what's left in the bucket. But this is the bag. And I believe it's the cross shoulder bag where it has room for, like, I think your phone could go in there. But it's all cut out and it's skulls. Don't ask me why. I think I was gonna make this for one of Greg's old girlfriends, but don't tell anybody. His friend Mary might actually like it. I don't know. So it's Butterick B5054. And what's really funny is I think I bought this again because this isn't put in Trello, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this bag before. Oh well. So that's the next project. I'm going to clean this mess up, and thank you guys for hanging with me. I know I wasn't even on a whole hour, but you get the idea of what you can do with some of your offcuts. And if you are having a bunch of just plain cardstock, cut them into some basic shapes like 2x2, 4x4, 4x5, whatever. Just cut them into different shapes. And then you already have mats ready to go. See, I could make a fun card because I got some hay there. I do it with printed papers as well as the solids. But like here, this is all a stack like this. This could be a mat down one side of the card that you added other things to. And I got all sorts of sizes in here. And I just keep this over there on that shelf. I've got some book pages in here. We could have printed some of the flowers on book pages too. Those would have been pretty. But think about your excess paper as just another tool to use. All right. So have fun, and I will see you guys Friday. Yep, and cutting standard sizes also makes it easier for storage. Absolutely. All right. Bye, guys.